travel part 2. We lost a lot of internet, so I was doing a video and then the internet went out. Welcome to real life. And then we got annoyed with the iPad. We didn't throw it, but now we are doing a little book reading, aren't we? And if you wonder what a service dog does, because I know people in my own town are always like, that dog is barking and crazy, and wow, she makes such a difference when she's working. My husband said yesterday, oh my gosh, when she's on that bed, she's exhausted. She just will sit here and give Amos deep pressure, which makes such a difference. So just even having her head on his feet is so nice for him. He's reading one of his new Lego books. We still haven't seen Daddy. This train, so the train cars go forever. And yesterday, look how fast we're going. We're almost to Richmond now. Where are you? Where are you? Another high-speed train, that's right.
Maybe we'll ride on that double-decker.
You like a double-decker high-speed train?
Maybe we'll ride on one.
That's true. Reading is good, yes. Reading is good. So we're just sitting here on the floor. If you're a germaphobe, this is not your life. This is not the life for you. I know, right? I hope we don't get some train accident or a delay. So our next stop is Richmond. We go to Petersburg, and then we'll get off and drive to, where are the stations? So we've been by Fredericksburg, we have been by Quantico, Fredericksburg. Now we'll do Richmond and then Petersburg. I bet you come through Ashland. Are you on a European trip? Sorta. It's called Virginia and North Carolina, Europe. I would get motion sickness. Come down for Mardi Gras. I don't know if that's on our 185 in Europe. Oh, he would like that. But the 8-hour, 6-hour train trip to Europe would be a little bit of a problem for us. Unless someone with Lego out there can publish like 50 new books, and then I have to like call them. Yes, that's right. So Cynthia is telling me I should be able to deduct service dog food on my taxes. That's right, Cynthia. Yes, everything that we have for Honor is tax-free. So she has doggy health insurance. It's tax-free. She gets groomed pretty often, especially before we're going to do a big trip like this and it's winter and I can't bathe her. She gets full treatment, because when we go in restaurants and museums or wherever, grocery store, we want her to be clean and well cared for. Even my son Thomas was like, she smells so good. So yes, we do that. It's really nice. Somebody asked me a question. Oh, do you think you'll have a problem taking the iPad away? No. So it's funny. So we have had the iPad going for a year. And I sort of brought it back this year because I thought, well, this is going to be interesting. We really need it. And no, he's like, I mean, he's used it some, but he does not. No. I think we'll just randomly pull it out when we have something really big that we're doing, like maybe going out to dinner. And he did do great going out to dinner last night and breakfast this morning. His problem is if you want to go and like sit and chit-chat around the table, that's not happening. How do you manage the dog? Well, she is very well trained. She's from an organization called Calls for People, and she is really good. I am her handler, but I couldn't go on a trip like this with Amos and Honor without another adult, because it is tricky. It is tricky. Like, she didn't have breakfast this morning. She does get motion sick, so she didn't eat this morning. She had a little water, and she'll eat when we get home. And that also is so she won't have to go to the bathroom while we're on the train. Because there's nowhere to go. Does Amos read? Yes, he can read. Yes, he could read before he was potty trained. He read my coffee cup when he was about, I think, 4. I don't get anything free for my service dog. Well, not anything free for your service dog, but you can write off things on your taxes for your service dog, Cynthia. That's what that means. My husband, I think, maybe has gone to watch the state game. You know, Amos is not necessarily a dog person. I mean, he doesn't, like, love all dogs, which I remember saying to the service dog people, like, is this going to be okay? Like, he's not, like, dog crazy. And they were like, well, it's kind of good, because then he's just into his own dog. Honor is definitely his dog, but he's not, like, dog crazy. But, like, we spent a few minutes, like, analyzing her ears. She's really helpful when we go to the doctor. She always gets her shot first or gets her blood pressure taken, and that's helpful for him. So before she was matched with our family, she was going to possibly be a dental facility dog. Is he reading a Lego book? Yes, he is. He's reading a Lego book, and for the record, we own every Lego book that's ever been published. So if anybody wants to send us one, I think you're out of luck, unless you can, like, find some from the vault, because we have bought them all. And in fact, I said to my husband recently, you know, I realize that we are privileged to be able to do things. And I was like, you know, what if you couldn't order, you need to go pee-pee. Okay, you go right there. I'll hold blankie.
Yes?
Yeah, that's the door right there.
Come on.
I'm going to stay here while you go in the potty. Okay. Did you post the link for the high school? No, I didn't, Sandra. I'll put it on the subscriber page. How long is your train trip? So our train trip is 2.5 hours, which seems like a really good amount of time. And our car trip was almost 2 hours, so that's good. Do you change up your beds when you're on a trip? You know, Angela, we probably could have and maybe needed to. He had a meltdown last night, and I didn't ask his pediatric psychiatrist about that. So I should ask. So Amos takes trazodone and guanfacine at night, and then in the morning he takes buspirone and guanfacine, and then in the afternoon he takes another shot of buspirone. How does he do with getting his hair cut? You know, he does great. Our caregiver takes him, not me. And he does pretty well for her, but he does not do great for me. Hi from Southern Pines. Hi, Linda. You know, as much as you don't think you want to sit by the bathroom, it honestly is so easy when you're in the, like, Amtrak has really got this figured out. They've got to sit by the bathroom in the reserved for passengers with disabilities section, which my husband, today we got on the train, and there was a sign that said reserved. He said, this is reserved. I was like, it's reserved for people with disabilities. He was like, oh, I forgot. That was us. Nice. Good job. Went pee-pee. Okay.
The train stops, we will walk through the doors.
That's right. The train stops, we will walk through the doors. But it hasn't stopped yet.
But it's stop.
Yeah. Are you gonna, the other thing that's really good about the train is that you can walk around. You don't have to be in your seatbelt the whole time, which is sort of nice for us. He is a smart and handsome young man. He's a funny young man. No, I don't need any alcohol. Yesterday I met a girl on the train who was so neat. She had read my blog. Are you sitting on the floor? That would be a yes. And she got a margarita in a can, and I was like, I think I'll just stick to a Coke. Just a Coke. It's good with Adrian. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I can't wait to take my first Amtrak ride in my wheelchair. Oh, so Kristen, I think you would do well. There is a bar on the train. There's a dining car. And I guess there's a TV. I guess Thomas has found one. I don't know. We've been taking turns. It's my turn currently. I taught in public schools 45 years. Wow. Marie, you would probably like my subscriber page. It's really fun. So I did a video this morning for my subscribers from my boys' high school, which is just really cool. It's in Alexandria. It's called Episcopal High School. And we went into the dining hall. Very nice manager found us some coffee cake. I had 2 great cups of coffee. It was super, super easy to do that. Yeah, I think riding a train is, I think a lot of us are like, oh, we ride an airplane. But 1, it's a lot less expensive. 2, it's just super simple. So if I'm going to fly to see my boys, I would have to get there 2 hours early to fly. That takes an hour, and then take an Uber. Like, this might take an hour longer, and it's so relaxing. When are we going to talk about the Murdoch trial? Robin, we'll have to get Seton Tucker on. I bet we could get her on tomorrow night. That's a great idea. Have a little Seton subscriber video, Joy the Morning video. I know. We even got to see my boys and meet some of their friends, and it's just nice. It made me feel good. I've been feeling like I'm sort of out of the fray with them a little bit. And, having high schoolers off at boarding school, they're regular teenagers, right? So they're, especially boys, they're not terribly communicative. And we just laid around last night for like 3 hours and talked. No TV, just the 5 of us. Well, Amos was asleep. And it was really nice just to talk about their friends and who's dating who and who's doing what. Amos slept great last night. And that was nice. So it was nice. It's kind of loud. Oh, and it's a little loud. You watched Seton Tucker's podcast last night. Yeah, so she has this podcast on the Murdoch trial, which is really good. I would love to go on a train to Virginia. Well, go on about yourself. Go on about yourself. Tomorrow is Super Bowl. Ugh, the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl stresses me out. I always feel like I should have a party. We thought about having a party, and then my husband was like, I think that's too much, which I really appreciated him saying, because I think all moms and women feel like they need to have everything going right all the time. Like, we need to do it all and have everything be perfect. And it's really hard. And I will overcommit myself because I want things to be great and I want to do a lot of things. And it was nice for him to say, what, I think it's too much. And because last year we did have a Super Bowl party with people's kids, which is great, makes sense to us because we have kids, and so we're not going to necessarily have a sitter so we can go watch the Super Bowl. Anyway, I saw your page, Pamela. My life as a caregiver to my paraplegic spouse. Yes, it's a co-ed school. What would you do if there were people in wheelchairs in this space? So Beth, this train has about 8 cars, so every car has this space for people with disabilities. So if I would just go to another train car, that's what I would do. Again, Amtrak has really got it under control. Sam. Oh, there's Daddy. Did you find a television?
No, I can't.
You didn't?
The States went in at the bathroom.
Where were you watching it?
I was back in the dining car.
Oh, the dining car is really nice. DirecTV. You don't watch the Super Bowl. Who's in the Super Bowl?
The Eagles and the Chiefs.
The Eagles and the Chiefs. Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. I think that was a successful trip, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, very much so.
I must have anxiety because the dog is trying to... When Honor thinks that I'm anxious, she tries to sit in my lap. In my lap. The best is if you come over to our house. We've had friends come over, and she gets in their lap, like on the couch. And you're like, ooh, if you're trying to hide. And you know, everybody always admits that, yeah, I'm feeling a little anxious.
Yeah.
She's the anxiety whisperer. Yeah, I think we've had a good time. I think we could have come for 2 nights
Yeah.
and done some more stuff in DC. It's nice though for you to get part of a weekend. Thomas drives and travels all week for work, so it's sort of good to get home and have a little time.
Yeah.
But if you had a long weekend, you could even not stay, just go home and then have a break, you know.
Yeah. Not long.
You inspired me to take a train with my son Trevor. Trey's Trade Soaps, where autism meets potential. Oh, nice. I hope you do. You know what we always think is that if it doesn't go well, then too bad. I mean, we just go knowing that it might not go perfectly. You know, the reason I think Blair didn't want to come on this trip is our 13-year-old daughter. I think she was worried it wouldn't go well.
Yeah.
She was like, oh yeah, I'm not going. Because she would have loved to have seen her brothers. But I think she saw Honor and Amos and just thought, danger in the depths. She took a pass. But she went to the Carolina game. But I bet next time she would go if she thought, okay, that went okay.
She'd like to stay in that place.
Yeah. How much baggage can you take on a train? You know?
You know, I've noticed that people check your bags.
Oh, they were? Well, people have been bringing these big bags on.
Yeah, there's actually a baggage train car.
It appears a lot. How old is Honor? Well, I think she's 4. Thomas said 3. We think 4. Honor, how old are you? Are you 4? So we met her when she was 1. She came and lived with us when she was 2 in December. And then she's just turned 4, December 20th.
Evil in the sky.
Oh, they said they loved you sharing me on the cruise. Evil in the Skies. We had a subscriber cruise to the Bahamas. Hi. Hi.
Evil in the sky.
Evil in the skies. Yes. Show Blair the videos. Oh, I think Blair, I will. And Blair got to go to the Carolina basketball game. I said earlier she made me go to Dollar General and buy her a Carolina shirt. Carolina has like a full-on like outfits at the Dollar General, which doesn't speak well of Carolina. You didn't see any good state gear in the Dollar General. It's like discount. Just kidding. I'm going to Carolina. No, we did not, Christy, and next time we can do that. But anyway, carry on. We'll see y'all later. Danger. Goodbye, subscribers. We'll see you tomorrow.